So let's start with today's recipe of hollow Easter eggs. Now here I have half a tablespoon of gelatin and I have 1/4 cup of cold water and I have 300 grams of icing sugar. Now we're going to add the water to a bowl and we're then going to add the gelatin to the water and we're going to mix the two of them really well till all of the gelatin dissolves in this cold water. So mix the gelatin or whisk it in really well till all of the gelatin mixes really well with the cold water. Then we're going to let this gelatin bloom. That is, we're going to set it aside for 5 minutes exactly. Put a timer on your phone. And after 5 minutes, I'm going to microwave this for 30 seconds in my microwave, or you can also use a double boiler. Now I've taken a large plate and to that I'm going to add half of the icing sugar. Then I'm going to make a well in between and I'm going in the middle. And then I'm going to add half of the gelatin mix. Mix this really well. Then I'm going to add the remaining gelatin mix. Again, mix everything well together. Use a spoon. And then after that, we're just going to keep on adding the icing sugar till all of the icing sugar is used. And then we're going to start kneading this to form a very smooth and soft dough. So just keep on adding the icing sugar a little at a time and just keep on kneading it and you'll get this very soft and elastic kind of dough. Like this. So now you can see it's very soft. So now I've just divided it up into 3 parts and I'm going to add gel food color. So I'm going with the colors blue, yellow and green. So you can add colors of your choice. So now that our dough for the Easter eggs is ready, we can proceed. Now either you can use these aluminium molds or you can use this plastic mold. Now all we're going to do is we're going to take a little bit of the dough and we are going to roll it out into a 1-inch thickness kind of a roti, or just roll it out a bit into a small circle of 1-inch thickness. This dough is very easy to work with. And then I'm just going to put it into the egg mold like this, very gently. Just press it in with your thumbs. And then just take off all the excess and then just shape it up like I have done. Just take off the excess like this. It just comes off very easily. And then just start shaping it up with your fingers. And you can keep the remaining dough back into the color the yellow into the yellow. Don't mix up the colors. And then with your fingers, just very neatly, you can press the other mold also so that it gives a nice shape. And just shape it up like this. The edges also, just smoothen out the edges. And it should look like this, the finished product. That is after you carefully shape it up. And so I'm going to do the same with all the remaining dough. Now whenever you're making it, ensure that you have 2 of the same color, since we are making the hollow eggs. So you have 2 yellows, 2 greens, 2 blues to start off with. And like I said, this dough is so easy to work with. It's very flexible. And now I'm going to do the same thing with the plastic mold. And now I'm going to pack it up with corn flour. Just pack it up with a teaspoonful or 2 teaspoons full of corn flour. And we're going to keep this aside for 12 hours. That is very important because then only it will set properly. So put the corn flour inside, just press it down gently and set it aside for 12 hours at room temperature. You don't need to refrigerate it. And after 12 hours, you can just take off all the corn flour dust off all the excess corn flour. Now we're using corn flour because corn flour doesn't stick. Like if you have to use all-purpose flour or any other flour, it would have stuck and it would be very difficult. But corn flour doesn't stick; it has that consistency. So dust it all off very well before we demold it. Now I want to thank my friend Nilesh Kadbatkar for this recipe. Thank you so much, Nilesh. You've always been so helpful with all, every time I come to you for a recipe, you always help me out. So thank you so much. And then just demold it like this and you can see you get the perfect hollow. So just dust off all the excess. And in the same way, you demold all the others like this and let them sit aside for about 5 to 10 minutes. And our hollows are ready, and now we're ready to fill them up with some goodies and decorate them too. So now I'm just going to add some gems. You can add M&Ms or you can add any little chocolates of your choice. And then I've just made a small, syrup. I've used 2 teaspoons of icing sugar with 1 tablespoon of water and mixed it. And then I've just used it as a glue to glue the 2 eggs together. So you can just, put the gems inside and then with your fingertip or with a brush, just apply the sugar liquid at the edges so that the other part can, get sealed in that way. And then just press it down. And don't worry if there are any gaps because we're going to fill it up with some icing. So that acts like a glue or a binding agent, and just press it down and set it aside for about 10 minutes. And then you just put some beautiful icing on it. I'll leave the link to my royal icing recipe and then decorate it with little flowers and, the sky is the limit for decorating these eggs. And you can see the lovely hollow with all the little goodies filled inside. And that's it, friends. Our hollow Easter eggs are all ready. So do try out this recipe and I'll catch you in my next video. Bye! I hope you liked today's recipe as well as today's video, and if you would like to see more videos like this, then don't forget to leave this video a big thumbs up. Also, by clicking the thumbs up icon. Also, don't forget to subscribe to my channel and become a part of Akshata's recipes. Once you have subscribed, there is a small little bell icon that will pop up, so just click on that. That way, whenever I put up a new recipe or a new video, you get a message for the same. So on that note, I'll say bye and I'll catch you in my next video sooner than you think. This is Akshata saying bye, take care, stay healthy, stay fit, be kind and loving to one another. So till we meet again, bye.